Leon's old mate, Paul Sykes, 39 years of age, to sweep that left boot and get us underway. And the Rams chasing up with Widnes into the tackle on the first drive. And look at that for a first defensive effort.
That's what you want from your defence. Great chase there. Tough carry for Lee Jewett there, but yeah, that's what you're paid to do.
Yeah, Lee Jewett put his hand up and was met by a sea of red, black and gold. Impressive opening defensive effort from the Dewsbury Rams. And Michael Knowles in the tackle in the skull cap as Widnes look to get themselves out of their own 40-metre line. Uribe Doro on loan from Warrington. And up they go towards halfway. Shane Grady on the last. So a little glance to pick out the kicker. And up it goes. High swinging kick. It's going to find the ground as well between fullback and winger off the boot of Craven.
Yeah, if you watch this afternoon, Danny Craven is their main go-to kicker. He's got a really good left foot, really good strike, but equally Matty Smith, can really control this kicking game as well, so keep your eye on them two boys for the kicking game in general.
Some real quality in the halves today with Craven and Matty Smith for Widnes and Paul Sykes and Liam Finn for the Dewsbury Rams. 76 years between Sykes and Finn.
Butterworth away.
That's a brilliant break he's got. Great show and go. He had options on his right. This has set up a really good opportunity though for the Rams, right in front of the post. Here is Finn, giving the ball a bit of air, too much air, it's gone behind, but it stays in the field of play just a little bit loose from Dewsbury.
Widnes have stolen the ball.
And they have stolen the ball and they've turned it over, and that enterprising play has come to nothing, and he's almost through. He is through, Tyra. But he's knocked on. Well, what a 30 seconds of rugby league.
It's crazy. Exciting. Yeah, it's a little bit crazy. Great break from Reece Butterworth. Goes up the markers, one marker down, goes behind the ruck. Widnes players look a little bit static. Paul Clough gets beaten easily there. Shows and goes. Great run from young Reece.
Joe Martin would have been screaming for that on his shoulder.
I wouldn't have been too happy with that if he would have passed it to me.
I think he knew he was there as well. I think he opted just to show and go on his own. Then Widnes turned it over, and then Dewsbury got it back. Finn to Sykes, the veterans combining. Martin, the fullback, joining the line. Exciting start, strong start from the Dewsbury Rams. Already inside the 20 as Sykes had another look. Just pops it up to Chris Anakin. 77 appearances for Wakefield over a lengthy spell. Into the line steps Tom Garrett and wins his side a penalty. Strong start from the visitors, Leon Price.
Yeah, great start from the visitors. They've been really tough. They've been durable. They've felt the way into the game. They've done the half running from half back as much as he can. He looks dangerous, does Reece Butterworth. He's been around. He's been to Cass. He's been to Bradford. He's been to Huddersfield. So he's got some Super League experience. Had some good coaching. So watch out for him today. The number 9 at Dewsbury is a dangerous little player.
The ball is clearly gone. Got to be committed and not late.
A few words from our official today. Early words for the Widnes Vikings, who've been pegged right back in the opening couple of moments of this game. And it's Paul Sykes saying, "We'll take the 2, thank you very much." I think he is. What's your take on that? They had the tails up there. Could they have not rolled on?
Yeah, I agree with you, George. I'd like to keep the momentum, keep the confidence. Just feel out this Widnes team, and maybe if you can't get through them, put the ball in goal and get a back-to-back set. At the very worst, it's still a good repeat set. But it's always nice to come away with 2 points.
Well, opting to put the points on the board. Bright start from Dewsbury and Paul Sykes. Will slam the ball through the middle of the post into the empty stands over to our right-hand side. And Widnes Vikings 0, Dewsbury Rams 2 is the latest score, and a bright start for Lee Greenwood and his side. And as the players trot back into the sun, They're all holding their hands up above their head as if to say, well, I hope this kick's not coming to me in the sun, because this could be a tricky one to take.
It's yours, I don't want it.
Yeah, that's definitely yours. Here we go. It's the left boot of Danny Craven. Good take, actually. It was Sykes, wasn't it?
Oh, he's stolen the ball. Play on.
Oh, they have stolen. Oh, wow.
2 steals.
2 steals in a row. What is going on out there? A full-on first few minutes. And it's Dewsbury's lead. Ball's come free, though. It's another unforced error this time.
This is one of the craziest starts to a game I've ever been involved in. It's gone seesaw, 1 rips, 2 rips.
It's almost like they said, should we just have a warm-up before the ref comes and then we can start properly?
Have a game of TNT.
That's exactly what it's like. Very odd start to this game.
Elbow.
So Widnes with the first opportunity. Yeah, the ref saw it as well. Leon Price called the elbow straight away. And the ref goes in. And he saw it too. Was it Jewett? Well, you called it as soon as you saw it, Leon.
It was a good one, yeah. He just got that left elbow up into his throat, which a little bit too high. You've got to, I'm not condoning that kind of play, but he needs to be a little bit more subtle than that. It was really, really obvious. I mean, I could see it back from here. We're 60 metres away from the action, so yeah, he's lucky to get away with that. Something may happen in the judiciary.
Did he put that on report as well?
I think so.
Yeah, he did. So early incident on report for Lee Jewett. And Widnes have let slip a good early field position and a good spell of possession that they had. And Dewsbury with the 2-0 lead, coming forward once again. Walton into the line. Butterworth is the dummy half to Liam Finn. And Sykes again, those two linking up at every opportunity. And then Joe Martin in the white boots is wrapped up. You can hear the referee calling held. You can hear the contacts in these empty stadiums. Bright start, Dewsbury. Finn. Anakin straightens up and goes to ground. This will be the last tackle. So Butterworth has got Finn hanging back. Here he is, Liam Finn. They're going to run it. Sykes with a quick ball. It's come off the hand. Is he going to allow that to play on? I think he was happy to. And then the touch judge, which is Mr. Hicks on this near side, came on and said no. Well, I think they got it right between them.
I think so. I'm not sure if they know.
I think Rob wants to referee this game, doesn't he?
Are you sure that's Rob? I don't think that's Rob Hicks, mate, I'm telling you, George. Are you sure that's him? He looks younger than Rob Hicks and skinnier as well, and taller.
No, I think you're
better looking.
We're miles away from here. Strange old start to this game. 2-0 is the Dewsbury Rams lead, and now Widnes will just, Leon, I think, want to complete a set of 6, won't they?
Yeah, we just need some momentum, we need some bit of discipline. Just get to, like you say, get to the end of the set, put a kick in, and just calm down, but looking to shift here now.
Desperate defence in centre field. Last tackle. Craven goes high. It's fairly narrow as well. It's gone up in the sunshine. Widnes leave it. It's going to bounce and bounce and go all the way back, and then Dewsbury will pick it up on halfway and gallop away through Garrett. Very strange start to this contest. 2-0 Dewsbury lead. Approaching the 10-minute mark. Live on OurLeague as Finn just pops it up to Jason Walton. Good offload. Great field position this. Great opportunity for Dewsbury. Finn called for it, but he goes instead to Chris Anakin. Forward pass.
Yeah, look, it looked borderline. I just think the referee needs to just have a little bit more confidence in his calls, because when you're a little bit late to make calls and you're young, some of the boys can take that as weakness, so he needs to just be a little bit more firm with his calls, have a little bit more authority.
I was going to ask you to sum up the first 10 minutes of this one. I just can't really understand what we've watched the first 10 minutes. It's just been absolutely all over the place.
I call it one word I'd say bizarre.
It's been a really strange opening to the game. Weird kicks, bounces, decisions, strips.
We've had an elbow that usually be sent off for.
We've had a referee who's got a doppelganger and we're not sure who it is on this near touch line. Got bright sunshine in everyone's eyes, including the commentators. This is better from Widnes, though. Tyra almost through. They're getting more and more vocal. The Widnes Vikings, as they sweep the ball to the far side.
Drop the ball.
Another handling error.
Looking for the offload, just a little bit loose carry, looking for the offload and drops it and turns it over. Like you said, George, we're just not getting them completed sets. No momentum in the game. It's very stop-starter.
Well, it's round 2 of the Betfred Championship, and we've had the Betfred Challenge Cup, but this feels pre-season in terms of the incomplete sets and the errors and the.
Just a lack of discipline. It's a lack of professionalism, discipline to get to the end of your sets and to play to some structure. You know, play ready and get to the end of the sets and put a kick away.
Dewsbury enjoying it so far, though. A little scamper away from Reese Butterworth. Leon said to look out for him, so we will do so. Down the far side they go. Michael Knowles in the black skull cap. Last tackle, so they'll come in field where Sykes is hanging back. Straightens his kick and then goes a little bit narrower, but there's plenty of time for Widnes to take that before the chase got there, and it was well taken by Jaden Hatton. His first game of the season after injury too. Have Widnes completed a set yet?
No, they haven't. No, they have, yeah. Danny Craven's put one kick away so far. That's it.
Oh, a couple of good angled runners there, but then almost got in each other's way. The referee was happy for that. I think he just pulled up before it could have been a problem. Couple to go.
Dummy half there. He had a really good 4-on-3 on the short side and he missed it. He needs the vision. Get your eyes up. Steve Tyrrell calling for the ball. Dummy half missed it.
It was Clough who took the drive, and then this is the last tackle. So Matty Smith will go really high again, kicking as high as he can while the sun is where it is. Good take though. And a really good kick return. So far so good for Dewsbury. Winners in round 1 and have started well in round 2. Referee there warning Paul Clough to release, and that's an offload and a half. Almost went over his head the wrong way. And an early kick in the tackle count, looking for a 40-20. It's just going to stay in field.
Great kick.
But it's really turned the wing around, and the chase is good as well. You like that option?
Yeah, I love that option. Play 4. The wingers are still up a little bit, so he's kicked into space, look for a 40-20, but he just alleviates that making an error and getting back into the system, the routine of completing sets, George, like we were speaking about a couple of minutes ago.
Well, I don't think Widnes fans will be panicking at the moment. It's been a disjointed start, but they're only 2-0 down, and you just sense they're starting to get into their rhythm with ball in hand. Starting to get those lines running a bit more fluidly and fluently, as Tyra yelling for the ball on the near side. Instead they go infield. Bang on halfway, on the last. So again they come back to Matty Smith with a spiral bomb. Good take there once more from the full-back, Martin, who's dumped on his backside. And you can hear every shout in these empty stadiums. I can hear arm wrestle at the moment. I was just about to say to you, I think Widnes are just starting to win that arm wrestle.
Yeah, they've only just starting to do it, really. So it's, yeah, I think that's the second completed set. They don't have a dummy half. The dummy half he seems to be somebody who's not playing the position long because they're missing opportunities on this side here with Steve Tyler, who's getting good space but not getting the ball.
Well, again, they're happy to go up the middle at the moment. It's working for them so far, Dewsbury. Last tackle, though. They'll be looking for a repeat set off the left boot of Sykes. He just dabs one up into that shadowed area. Oh, he's made a right mess of this. It's going to be a 4-pointer for the Dewsbury Rams, and Joe Martin gleefully pounces on the loose ball. A howler for Widnes, and a 6-0 lead for Dewsbury. Leon Price.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. That's the rewards for completing your sets early in the game. They've been very structured, been very professional, as much as they can be anyway. And they've completed more sets than Widnes, and that gives you time and opportunity and energy. Just a normal, simple kick from Paul Sykes. He's got loads of time, and it just goes straight through his hands. He's had a shocker, an absolute shocker for a winger. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, you know, wingers get paid to catch the ball. That's your number one role, is to be safe under them balls. But let's hopefully he can make up for that and get his hands on the ball early again and try and make up for it.
That was a really odd one because, I mean, you would have seen him out the corner of his eye chasing him down, but it wasn't as if he was bracing himself for the hit. There was a metre or two enough grace for him, wasn't there?
No, and that's the thing. Every training session that you go to, you're catching them balls. As a winger, you're catching them balls, maybe 50 of them kicks per training session. At the end of the session, before the sessions, it's your number one role in the team. So, listen, we all make mistakes. He's made one today, and hopefully he can make up for it.
So a 6-0 lead. And make that an 8-0 lead as Paul Sykes makes it 2 out of 2, the 39-year-olds. Great start from Dewsbury. Widnes 0, Dewsbury Rams 8, as we have another look at this, and I'm afraid it doesn't get any better for the winger Dion Cross.
He's had a shocker, George. Let's just say how it is. You've got to catch them balls, and now what Dewsbury should do is keep coming to him with high balls. Once he's dropped one, you want to give him another 2-3 bombs at a time and hopefully make him make some more errors and completely lose his head.
As I would call that, the Leroy Rivette treatment.
Correct. So what game's that, London Bronco?
No, that was
what game
that was the Challenge Cup final for Murrayfield when the Paul brothers,
2000,
Henry and Robbie, kicked poor Leroy to death.
It was Henry mainly.
Yeah, he got man of the match. I was up there. It was, so that was 2000,
2000.
Right? The game was almost off because it was flooded. They got the army in to get the game on.
I was on the field, George. I was playing.
I know. I was there as well. All right, you don't need me to tell you. You were out there. Look, it stings. I'm a Leeds boy, as you know. I remember it vividly because Leroy scored the 4 or 5 tries the year before, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
The 5 tries in the cup final, and then you destroyed him 12 months later. That's a better take from Widnes. You don't need to tell me I was playing.
I didn't play very well either, so it's not a good memory.
I was just about to say, I don't remember you.
No, I don't remember me either. Rubbish.
What position were you?
I came off the bench. I was on the bench and came back.
You weren't in the halves.
I was only 18.
Yeah. No, but Henry Paul was brilliant that day.
Awesome.
Absolutely
Jack Owens.
Fantastic. Let's get back to the matter in hand. Widnes with ball in hand, trailing 8 points to 0. And I was just saying they were looking like they were getting themselves back into the game. That's a lovely offload. Oh, what the referee said here.
He said that he's dropped the ball in contact. It's hit the Dewsbury player.
Right, so
that constitutes for a knock-on.
That's a good spot. Let's have a look. I was just about to say, what a great offload that is. Whoa, it's a loose carry on to the thigh of the Dewsbury man.
Yeah, I couldn't say good call. I'll give the referee that one.
It's right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like the rule in there.
Yeah. But it's the right call from the ref.
No, the ref right. Absolutely right. So Dewsbury have the ball back. It's all going the Rams' way at the moment, early. Sykes with 2 from 2. Martin's try. 8 points to 0. Philly Greenwood side. It's the hooker, Reese Butterworth. Sykes into the line. Bit of daylight, a few gaps over on the far side. Back to Sykes again. And up the middle Dewsbury go, as they have been doing, just pounding through the central channels. Can they force a repeat set or better this time? Finn joining in. And then to Sykes. This is good from Dewsbury. Good take that on a short pass. Held is the call, and it's the last tackle. So where will Sykes go with this? Grubber kick. Oh, it's been charged down. That will be play on. Can he pick up cleanly and go? It's a decent pick up. How's the support? Thought about the kick, and then he straightens up. It's still on. Here it comes. Oh, he's not giving it. Oh, he had a little look around, and then he didn't give the ball. That was at Kenny Baker. Oh, I thought he'd done it absolutely textbook there. But still they have possession. Tyra running into the line. What a contest this is.
Give the ball.
He had to give it. I thought he'd done absolutely perfectly there, and then he just held on. So they'll start again.
This is the first time they've been down into this red zone, red area, into good field position with a couple of tackles in the back, so they need to make most of this opportunity now. The ball with Danny Craven.
And joining in the line is Smith, and going on his own is Matty Smith. Through the line is Matty Smith, and over the line is Matty Smith, and Widnes are on the board.
Thoroughly deserved as well. It's the first time they've had some real opportunity down there. Put some pressure onto Dewsbury. And it's a little bit of class from the old-timer. I can say old-timer now. Matty Smith. But a good link-up play. Danny Craven goes to the line, finds Matty Smith out the back. Matty Smith goes to the line, shows and goes, and then goes straight around the full back for a nice 4-pointer. That's just a little bit of quality there from Matty Smith. Beautiful.
And you could sense in the celebration of that try from Matty Smith, there was a lot of relief there. Because it had been quite a disjointed start. Jack Owens is waiting to try and tag on a 2. He's got to try and kick 4 goals in the opening round, the 30-all draw against Newcastle. Jack Owens calling for the ball.
I just think they've been very sloppy of Widnes, George. They've not completed the sets. They've made silly errors. They've shifted and not had no real good execution. That's the first time that they've been down there and put a little bit of pressure on. So I think the blueprint is to complete your sets and you'll get your rewards after it.
So Jack Owen over on the far side, just on the edge of that thin strip of shadow in the bright sunshine at the DCBL Stadium. 8-4 Dewsbury's lead, could be trimmed by another couple of points here. Fairly erratic start from the home side. I feel a lot better after that score, and even better if this goes over. He's kicked it low and shallow. You could probably hear him going, "Ah!" Knew he hadn't connected well with that. Pulled it badly.
Yeah, Widnes, just like we were saying before, Widnes need to concentrate on completing the set. It's always really important after you've scored a try to try and complete the next set. It just gives you a nice bit of momentum. Get to play forward, kick early, put it into a corner, and then start your set again. And you know the worst thing you can do after a try set is to make an error in yardage. It's a coach killer, as they would say. So Widnes just need to go back to basics as they did then for this last 5 minutes and get to the play 4, play 5, and kick into good field position.
So 8-4. Well, it's a very deep kickoff. Did well to stay in the field of play and then drive it back with interest. Rob Hicks, by the way, is doing the Hull Warrington game tomorrow, so it's
He's
doppelganger on this near side. Yeah. I thought we must have had a quick turnaround after being at the jungle last night.
I thought I'm going to say is he lost a stone in overnight.
I'm saying nothing. Here come Widnes. Will they be settled by that score? Giving the ball a bit of room on this near side. Jaden Hatton. Tyra waits from dummy half. And a clumsy play of the ball again, and a big hit on the last. The 40 away. So Craven will again go high into the sunshine. This is a good chase, this, but a good take by the try scorer, the fullback Martin.
Good catch, yeah, good catch under pressure, kept his eye on the ball, and yeah, good timing, good chase from Jack Owen as well to put good pressure on him.
Yeah, he would have seen him coming out the corner of the eye. 8-4, this game's flying, approaching 25 minutes or so. No real pattern of play yet still.
I just feel that Widnes have got that. He's got an extra 2 gears to go into. I think Dewsbury are playing at the maximum at the moment, which is really good. I think that Widnes have possibly made an error there. Widnes are probably in second gear for me at the moment.
Yeah, but just the little moments like that one will turn the tide and allow a bit of field position and a bit of territory. So an opportunity this for Widnes really to put some pressure on that Dewsbury line and get themselves right into this contest. Just joining us, the try scorers. Joe Martin for Dewsbury, off a howler. A drop of a high kick, and then Matty Smith going through on his own for the Widnes Vikings, who have possession again and have designs on another score here. That's a good pass and a good take, and they've got numbers on this near side. He just checks his run, does Jack Owens, and stutters back in field. A couple of handoffs and then another offload. It's like they've just flicked the confidence machine on and they're starting to play with more belief. Into the line they go, and he's wrapped up. Here's Danny Craven. Matty Smith will hang back. But first receiver, what will he do this time? He just shovels it up and says, just pile down the middle, we'll set something up on the last. And this is the final one. And they're going to run it. Craven then will just float one, a narrow looking kick. It's a good taking goal, had to be.
He's looking to have a quick tap, a great catch under pressure there.
Well, we saw a quick tap last night, which was taken by Greg Eden, and it gave Darrell Olferts a length of the field try, the old Mark Calderwood try.
I saw that one, yeah, great try.
I was going to say, when it happens, like, I haven't seen that. You just don't see him anymore, do you?
No, and then my mate Liam Watt's got a beauty as well, doesn't he?
He's got a great try. Watts and Massey were just playing like halfbacks the first 20 minutes at Cast last night, the two big guys. Dewsbury have competed really well. They've been on the back foot a little bit though, and that's gone forward.
It's another good break though from Butterworth. He's dangerous around that ruck area. As soon as the markers are down or not set, he's gone. One marker, he recognises it, shows to the left, and he goes to the line, shows and goes. But just the offload was a tad forward, a little bit dipping as well. He didn't really put any power underneath the pass.
Yeah, perfect place to see it as well, the match official.
Oh, good shot from
That's a great shot. Referee today, by the way, is Mr. Worsley. Dewsbury still have an 8-4 lead. Maybe they're thinking that's why we tagged on that early penalty, when you thought we should have rolled on and had a go at the try. Smith, it's been a lot more about Widnes though since. Jack Owens into the line. Bounces off a couple as he lost the ball he has. What's he saying?
He ripped that forward, so it should be a player ball to Widnes in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the decision eventually when he makes it. Ever thought about becoming a match official, Leon?
Absolutely no chance.
Why not?
You know why. You've seen how much abuse them boys get.
Yeah. It is interesting that not just in rugby league, across all sports, it's not really considered a natural path to be player then official. Here come Widnes. Looking a lot more likely, aren't they, with ball in hand now. Tyra waits from dummy half. Got Hatton on his left shoulder. I think he's going to come in field to Craven. What can they conjure? Looking increasingly threatening in the sunshine in Widnes this afternoon, live on OurLeague. Craven to Matty Smith, stutters and then slips. He was already stepping off the right as he received the pass. He's just getting off a little bit gingerly there. Oh, a lovely little show, and then a spin from Baker. Last tackle, Widnes. Craven's hung back here. Will they go power play? No, they're going to go to Craven to put one in the air again. They've got 2-on-1 here. Can they get the ball? What a take, he had to. If a Widnes hand had knocked that back, they had an extra man. Great defence, by the way. They could get another set out of this.
Surely he's held. Surely he's held.
Didn't hear the call.
Come on, referee.
You just said these referees get far too much. And
No,
then you start.
He just has got to call held. He's got to call held at some point. He can't just keep pushing him backwards.
No, you're right. That was a long passage of
Thank
defence.
you, George. Thank you.
It's just the comic timing of you saying you couldn't be official to get too much grief, and then you start joining in. Jamie Bloom was the only one, really, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He came out of a playing career, and then he did all his coaching. Yeah, he did all right. Yeah. Knock on. Concentrating now on his landscape gardening business, Jamie.
Is he in Halifax? Is he
Yeah, still up that neck of the woods in the hills. Yeah, not seen him for a while actually.
That's what I was talking about, George, just about the calls from the referee, just being a little bit more firm. Like, the guy was held and he kept on dragging him back for another 5-6 yards. It can become scruffy, and he just needs to be a little bit more controlling with his calls.
This is a good chance for Widnes. Dewsbury have defended really well, though, we should say. It's that one little dance through from all the experience of Matty Smith. But the pressure's growing for the black and white Widnes shirts. Here's the danger man, Smith. Oh, it's juggled. He did well to take that and offload. Tyree was screaming for it on this near side. That was really neat play by Grady. Then powering through Aribe Doro again. Great offload. Tyree into the line. Good hit. Ball's come free. Referee's happy for this to be play on. Running out of room a little bit. He doubted to himself, Hatton. Crowded out. Referee not interested. Says, get on with it. Nice passage of play, though.
Strange decision to kick. He had 3 people to go around him. Going around the houses to try and get that ball. Yeah, strange one, but nice open adventurous play from Widnes. Some good offloads in the right area of the field to do so.
Dewsbury having to play a lot now in their own 20-30 zones. And that's how the energy reserves are depleted when you're defending so hard. They've defended really well thus far, because Widnes are asking more and more questions as this first half goes on. It's Widnes Vikings 4, Dewsbury Rams 8, 1 try apiece. But crucially, the 2 kicks from Dewsbury are Sykes. That's skewed off the outside of his left boot. Not sure that was designed, kept it in play, and then huge pass in field. Both sides readying a few changes over on the far side too. It's another good break up towards the halfway line. Widnes seem to be hungrier to get into that position at dummy half as well. Oh, and just brute force to get over halfway.
Todsy Tyra, my mate from St Helens, good old player, great player. Just needs to get he needs a bit more ball. He's not on any action this half. He's had no ball from his half-back, he's had no ball from the number 9. So Steve Tyra's coming in to take some carries to try and get his work rate up.
He's always been a centre come second row, hasn't he? Tyra, Smith, Craven, and Grady. Last tackle, Dewsbury looking to hold out again. They're going to play it nowhere for the winger Hatton to go, though. Not a bad area of the pitch to turn it over.
No, it's good. 5 metres out from the try line.
Dewsbury would be desperate for something here, an error or a penalty, just to get themselves out of danger, because they've spent the last 10 minutes or so camped in their own territory. Into the last 10 minutes of the first half, and there we go, right on cue. That's what they needed.
It's the first offside penalty we've had, I think. It's 32 minutes in. So he's been trying to let the game flow.
Yeah, he's done well, the official. Paul Sykes gleefully hammers the ball into this empty stadium, just beneath the gantry, occupied by myself and Leon. And one of the ground staff goes to gather the loose ball. That was Adam Ryder with the first drive, and then Liam Finn, who goes to the same hairdressers, I think, as Ryder. First opportunity for a while for Dewsbury to make something count. Here is Finn. Just pops it up, and the big drive from Aaron Hall off the bench. Sam Day, the replacement hooker. Coming in off his flank is Andy Gabriel. Day once more. Sykes joining in with a lovely floated pass. They've got an option on the far side. They're going to score against the run of play. They've soaked up so much pressure, and Dewsbury strike and extend their lead to 12 points to 4. And it was that lovely floated miss-out pass from Paul Sykes who created the opportunity.
Old Sparrow boy, beautiful, beautiful ball. Goes from Finn, goes to the line, looks out the back. Sykes has got a tunnel option. Just goes a nice cut-out tunnel ball. The centre catches and passes for the winger to put down. Lovely, lovely try from number 5, Will Oakes. Fantastic play. But it was that old vintage, like an old wine, is Paul Sykes. He's got better with age as he's gone along. He's always been a good player, though. Great vision, lovely tunnel ball. Goes past the lead runner, in front of the second runner, to the centre. Pops it to Will Oakes, who puts it down in the corner.
Scored by Will Oakes, but that was all about the 39-year-old Paul Sykes, former Great Britain and England international. Tons of experience, over 100 appearances for both London and Bradford Bulls.
1 minute. Got a minute, Paul.
Such a sweet left boot, an all-round player, one of those great all-round halfbacks.
Yeah, and a great lad as well. He's always been very, very funny as Sykes. A really good lad.
Can he make it even better? Well, that's an ugly-looking kick. That looks like he's pulled it badly. I think he slipped, didn't he, on the approach? It doesn't even reach.
We played in the academy together from 1996, I think it was, when I left school. Here we go. Let's have a look again. Stop talking about me. Finn goes to the line. Paul Sykes out the back, and look at this ball there. Lovely cut-out ball. And a nice little 2-on-1 pass for Will Oakes over in the left-hand corner.
Yeah, really nice. And all that pressure from Widnes, and they find themselves further behind on the scoreboard. 8-point game. Now we see the importance of that early penalty, because it's a 2-score differential into the last 5 minutes or so of the first half, I beg your pardon. I hope you're enjoying our coverage. Leon Price alongside me on OurLeague from the Rugby Football League, continuing our unrivaled streaming service across the Betfred Championship and League One. Also, of course, with the Betfred Super League, Women's Super League, and the Betfred Challenge Cup. Everything covered at the moment. Here come Dewsbury. They want more before half-time. Oh, great play between the two substitutes there, Hall and Day. He's made an impact, hasn't he, Finn? This could get even better for Dewsbury, you know, before the break. Sam Day's really speeded things up since he's come on. Sykes has gone. Well, that's coming down with a bit of Widnes snow on it, I think. Oh, and the two get in each other's way. What's the referee given? He's given a penalty against Dewsbury.
It looked like they got in each other's way, didn't it?
I thought they did. But they get the decision. Let's have another look. Really high, towering kick. Well, there was a little bit of contact first from Dewsbury.
Good call.
Benefit of the doubt. So Widnes have possession back in an area of the field where they would want the ball in hand. Both sides starting to make a few changes now. Craven had to reach for that one. Blimey. Oh, now Matty Smith joining in the line. It's a loose one. It's picked up on the bounce. Sometimes those can work though, because the defensive line just distorts a little bit when the ball's bobbling around. Smith once more. Danger for Dewsbury. Widnes bang in front on the last. Smith hanging back on this left-hand side. Here he is. They're going to run it in the hands of Craven to Tyra. Can Tyra go on his own? That's what he wants. He's going to be in touch. Throws it backwards. It's come off. Dewsbury's had a knock on. Yes, it is.
Widnes ball.
And that'll be Widnes ball. Well, it was a Hail Mary from Tyra. The Dewsbury players getting in the face of the touch judge on his near side, wanting him to influence a decision. I think they got it spot on.
I think they got it right, yeah. Just make the call referee. Stop looking for your linesman, just call it. Made the right call in the first point.
Tyra was going in touch, just flung it back in field. It did go backwards. The Dewsbury man tried to get a hand on it and put it to ground. So it will be a full set for Widnes at the end of the first half. And up the middle goes Will Tilecki. Here's Craven. Grady running in on the angle, but never really got his legs going. Dewsbury's defensive line has been brilliant so far.
Agreed.
Really well orchestrated and organised. But Craven and Smith giving the ball a bit of room, and Owen out the ball. Oh, what an offload that is! Brilliant offload. And Widnes hit back before half-time. That was wonderful, and it's Lloyd Roby who runs in the Vikings' second score.
It's a little bit special that from Jack Owens there, that little flick pass. And that's what it was going to take to break down this Dewsbury defence, who've been solid all game. Beautiful little bit of play from Jack Owens there.
Well, that's what it needed. I mean, we praised the defence, but when you got those three joining in together, the full-back with the two half-backs and out the back door, that was wonderful. Wonderful little flick, and Lloyd Roby.
I'll tell you a little story about that kind of flick pass. It's called the Gidley flick, and that's because the man that invented it and brought it into the game is Matt Gidley.
Matt Gidley, yes.
He played for Newcastle with the great Joey Johns and Danny Badiris, and then he came to St Helens in 2007. And 4 great years there, but yeah, that pass is called the Gidley flick from the great Matt Gidley.
Yeah.
Jamie Lyon liked that as well, didn't
Jamie Lyon was after Matt Gidley.
Yeah. I remember every time Jamie Lyon got the ball, you just knew what was going to happen. Here come Widnes to tag on a two. I tell you what, the kicking game's been a little bit off from the boot, so it's Widnes 8, Dewsbury 12. But a great try.
I've no idea, mate.
And the only difference, really, the two missed kicks from Jack Owens.
They really need that. I think they really needed that try before half time. Did Widnes? They've just been very inconsistent this first half, up and down. I think a good talking to them by Simon Finnegan at half time is what they need, and to come out with a little bit more discipline with the ball.
2 tries apiece, but Widnes have missed their kicks, so they find themselves 4 down on the scoreboard. It sets us up. Selfishly, it sets us up for a brilliant second half. But we're not done yet before the half-time hooter. Widnes aren't done, but they've coughed the ball up, so it could be an opportunity for Dewsbury before the hooter. Or not. I think the referee's got the kettle on, he wants to get in there. Well, don't know where to start with that first 40, really. It was a little bit disjointed, a couple of moments of brilliance, but it set us up, Leon Price, for a very compelling second 40, if nothing else.
Yeah, and I think the scoreboard's a fair reflection of the game, really. I think Dewsbury just about deserve to be ahead. I think they've been better disciplined in defence. I think they've controlled the ball well. And to say they're playing away than they're underdogs, I think they've come out with a little bit sharper, in my opinion.
In the second half, they trail 12 points to 8, and Craven just sweeps the left boot at it And it's taken, flying backwards from Paul Sykes. The shadows start to lengthen here in Widnes at the DCBL Stadium. That sun will disappear at some point. It's still going to largely actually be in Widnes defensive eyes, which could be interesting, could be a factor. Because in the Dewsbury half, it's all shadow. So we'll literally keep an eye on that for you. The ball's gone to ground. What's the referee saying here? It's going to be Widnes ball. No, it's not. Widnes were applauding as if it was. Referee says no, Dewsbury. So Dewsbury will just play the ball and ignore all the commotion, remembering that they have the lead on the scoreboard by 12 points to 8.
All right with that.
And the more completed sets that they can execute second half, start of the second half, the tougher it's going to be for Widnes to gain a stranglehold as they look to overturn that 12-8 scoreline. Here's Finn. The Widnes line just retreats into the sunshine. This will be the last. What will Sykes do this time? Good pressure on the kick from Widnes. It's a great spiralling kick there. That looked awful. I could tell the way it was coming down that was going to be awful, and it is play on. And Widnes stopped, and Dewsbury could make them pay because they did stop, and they are going to make them pay. And Dewsbury had run in a score through Andy Gabriel on the far side, and Widnes absolutely went to sleep. It was a brilliant kick on the last from Sykes, the error from Widnes, and then they just stopped cold. Dewsbury worked it wide, and Gabriel has added a 4-pointer. What a start to the second half for Dewsbury.
Fantastic start, great spiral bomb. It was kind of in no man's land. If you watch Sykes here from his left foot, he's got a wicked left foot kick. Goes really, really high, and Jack Owens was in no man's land. He couldn't quite get to it, so he knocks on, but just stands and turns his back, and he's the captain. Keep your eye, keep playing, play to the whistle.
I can't believe that.
Always play to the whistle. 2-on-1, and Andy Gabriel will never have an easier try to finish in his life.
I cannot believe that. I mean, we could see it was a brilliant, destructive kick. You could see it was going to cause a problem, but I can't believe the way Jack Owen turned his back and basically sulked.
No, not as a captain as well. You need to. We all know it's one of the first rules in rugby league is to always play to the whistle. Always wait until the referee's calling. Just because you've made an error doesn't mean you've got to turn away. We can all make up for his errors.
That was baffling. That really was. He needed to get himself straight back in the line.
1 minute.
Sykes to make it even worse for Owens and
I think
Widnes.
he has as well.
What a kick. That wand of a left boot. What a start to the second half for Dewsbury. We were asking, could they hang on to this lead? They're extending it. And they've extended it to 10 points at 18 points to 8. Leon Price.
Yeah, in all fairness, let's be honest. I think Dewsbury absolutely deserve this lead. They're playing the better rugby, more constructive. They're disciplined. Paul Sykes is having a great kicking game. And it's just a couple of errors from Widnes that are letting them down. So let's see if Dewsbury can complete this set here now with a good kick.
Sykes again taking it over his shoulder. Well, I was talking. I got the cliche out about the first score of the second half, but
And you were right.
I'll stand by that now because it's looking a lot different on the scoreboard now. I, like you, was thinking Widnes will grow into this game and probably win it. I have my doubts now. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Dewsbury. And I think their coach, Lee Greenwood, will be as well. They're completing sets, and when they've got Sykes and Finn on the last, they will make things happen for you. We pinpointed it prior to the match, the experience in this halfback pairing. That's been a big difference. Here is Finn. It's another good set. I was just about to say that's the last one. It's actually the referee just putting his hand up so he can see because of the bright sunshine. Yeah, we're 4 in, so a couple to go.
It's just simple one-out rugby, but it's so effective. So effective.
This is the last. So Sykes again, he's going to have to go high into this sun. He's had so much joy out of that. How's the chase? It's come backwards and then it's knocked on. But again, it looked dangerous.
Son's really into this winger's eyes.
Well, it's a big factor because Dewsbury don't have that.
No, and Dion Cross has got a nightmare in for another good 20 minutes, I'd say, before his son goes down. Would you say, George?
I'm not a meteorologist, Leon. All I did was observe that.
I was trying to blag it there, George. Come on.
All I did was observe one half is sunny and the other half isn't. That's as far as I go. I couldn't tell you when the sun's going.
East to west.
But you're right, it's going to be a factor. And Paul Sykes is just kicking high every time because it's causing errors. And oh dear, that's gone against Widnes. It's not been a good start to this second half. That was Brad O'Neill, was it? Great opportunity this for Dewsbury.
Yeah, I think it's just about patience now. Don't try and force something too quickly. Just stay patient. Continue playing the way you are. Set up, get to a point on the field, probably a left post, and get your half backs. Oh, he's ripped the ball.
He has. We've seen a few of those. One-on-one ball steal. Kenny Baker back after a period of isolation. Back out. This is really well poised. Widnes 8. Dewsbury 18, live on Our League from the Rugby Football League. It's George Riley and Leon Price with you from the Gantry High up at the DC Bell Stadium. That's a big shot. It's just warming up nicely, this, isn't it?
Beautiful shot from Michael Knowles.
Smith and Craven linking up. Good hands from Danny Craven. Over the 40, this is the last. They're into the big shadows on the right-hand side. Matty Smith will put boot to ball. That's another narrow kick. It's only gone forward about 10 metres. It's a great claim again. And, well, Widnes are offside anyway. So it's going to be a piggyback up the pitch for Dewsbury.
I think Simon Finnegan must be devastated with the start of the second half, because surely nothing he said in that change room has happened in this first 5-10 minutes of the second half, because it's just been disastrous for him so far, Widnes. Lee Greenwood, on the other hand, must be really happy because Dewsbury have started fantastically well. Liam Finn just looking to get Dewsbury around the field.
That's what he does, the 37-year-old. 426th career appearances I counted this morning, this for Liam Finn. I'm sure I've missed one along the way. What a career. Dewsbury looking really like they fancy this. Got a couple to play with here. Finn's on the right shoulder, here he is. Oh, and he almost had a little dart through on his own. Last tackle, they're going to run it down the middle. Is that played at? It's going to be play on, certainly.
Back to one.
And it is, another set to go. More pressure on the Widnes line. Another opportunity for Dewsbury. Finn just pops it up, gets it back, changes the angle. Sykes now. Oh, and it's another, it still is anyway, but repeat. Dewsbury sensing another opportunity here. They're really causing Widnes some problems this afternoon. Back to the start of the tackle count. Sam Day is the dummy half.
Widnes looks short on that left-hand side. If Dewsbury can get the ball out there, they're really short.
That's the call from Leon. Where they're going to go. They're going to come to this left-hand side. It's a loose one, though. All the fizz has gone out of this attack, so Joe Martin's going to have to start again. Try scorer already this afternoon. Sam Day in field to Sykes, just pops it up and says, go on Aaron Hall, you have a drive. Day is the dummy half again. Sykes at first receiver to Finn, his old mate. That's another loose pass. They're just a little bit all over the place in this set, perhaps getting a bit too excited, Dewsbury, knowing that another score could really give them an opportunity in this contest. Great offload. That will help. Right down the middle they go. Last tackle. Right in front of the sticks with options left and right. It's Sykes, the danger man. They're going to run this one. They're still running it. They've run out of room, so they'll set up again. Sykes surely will put boot to ball, and drills one over looking for the right winger. What a kick from Sykes. Oh, what a claim, and what a try. It's Gabriel with his second of the game, and it was made by the magic boot once more of Paul Sykes. It's a ram raid from Dewsbury.
Fantastic kick. What a catch. He's been catching well all games, Gabriel. He's only small. He only looks about 5'6", but can he catch? What a ball. What a kick from Paul Sykes. Left-footed kick. Crossfield kick, and Gabriel just jumps. Good timing. Perfect timing.
What a rugby league score that is.
It's a great try. Fully deserved as well. He's had a really good game, Gabriel. He's been involved all game. Took some tough carries, but he's caught all his balls. And that was a fantastic kick and a great catch. Was that take it 22 points to 8?
With this to come. Well, Sykes has been playing. You'd say it's probably going to be another 2 on this. Well, that was brilliant. They were promoting the ball on the last. You thought they'd run a blind alley down this near left-hand side. Crucially, Paul Sykes was there to receive the offload. The best kicker on the field, and you saw what he just executed there, pinpoint. It still needed claiming and finishing, and that was a wonderful winger's try. Brilliant rugby.
And in fairness, Dewsbury have been the better team all game. They have been the better team all game.
Here he goes, Sykes. Has he given it enough?
Oh!
Off the upright. Off the upright. So it remains Widnes 8, Dewsbury 22. 14 points the difference. And again, we question that early penalty, but that's the difference between a 2 and 3 score game. And they're sitting pretty at the moment. And you're right, Leon, they deserve this stranglehold they have on the contest. What can Widnes do here? They've got bags of time, got half an hour. But something has to give, something has to change for Simon Finnegan's men. Or this is going to be a home defeat. A humbling home defeat at that by Dewsbury. Oh, no! That could be a big turning point. Knock on in his own in-goal area. Is that Tom Garrett? Big, big error.
Penalty for offside. He caught the ball he caught the ball in front of him.
The questioning the decision say, what? I don't think they realise what they've done. This is just what Widnes needed. This is a gift-wrapped opportunity to get straight back in the contest, to cancel out that score and get themselves going, because they haven't come out second half yet. So Ribi Doro on loan from Warrington. Brad O'Neill waits. Matty Smith's going to have to take charge, you sense. High, looped pass. Tyrer off his touchline, runs into traffic. Look at the power, though. Great charging run. Here come Widnes. Oh, it's Conor Dwyer knocked on. The cheers from Dewsbury will tell you so. Oh, what an opportunity has gone there. That was a great chance for Widnes to get a foothold back into the contest, but Dwyer with a loose carry, and Conor Dwyer has put it to ground, and Dewsbury escape. Well, the scoreboard isn't on Widnes' side, but the timekeeper is. They've got loads of time here. But you just wonder what they're going to do to change this. Because you're right, they've not really got going all match. Dewsbury have been by far the better team, and they have possession, albeit in their own territory. And you can just sense, you can hear the players more now. It's all ramped up a bit out there now. It's getting a bit interesting.
Yes, and good bit of a challenge here for Widnes now, for somebody to step up, make a play, make a big shot.
Finn on the last, puts boot to ball. That should be taken on the full by Craven, and he's able to give it to his winger. So Widnes will set up around about their own 40. Already there looks well, the body language isn't great from the Vikings. Smith. Oh. A couple of big shots in there. Sykes getting involved. Michael Knowles was in there as well, as Widnes hit halfway. 14 adrift. Matty Smith to Doro. Just a repeat set would be an improvement for the moment for Widnes at the moment. No one with him.
There's nobody supporting, there's nobody calling for the ball, there's no organisation.
Kenny Baker absolutely isolated there. Looked round and got absolutely nothing. Dwyer.
4-0 plays, really.
Yeah, but Dwyer's at least got his side a look at the whitewash. Here's Matty Smith. He's the man who can make things happen. Lovely little dart on Craven's put it down.
They just look a little bit disinterested. I don't know if they've gone off. Jack Owen's gone off now. Danny Craven's gone to fullback. So they've had a little bit of a reshuffle, but they just looked a little bit hesitant in that set. They need their experienced players to put their hands up now and start calling for the ball and organising the team better. Matty Smith needs to get a stranglehold of this game now for Widnes if they want to come back into this game.
Yeah, it could get away from Widnes very, very quickly, this. Dewsbury will know that they'll just look to complete every single set like this with a great deal of hunger. That's brilliant. Giving his forwards a breather is Ryder.
Dewsbury just going straight up the middle, one out carries up the middle of the ruck, keeping it simple and here's away, yeah.
Lovely dart as well from Sam Day. He's really had a good stint.
It's just low risk rugby, it's very, very low risk, but it contains your energy, it keeps your energy because you're just going one out passes, but that leaves a lot of room for less errors. So just go one out ruck, round the ruck, dummy half takes control of the player, get to the last tackle and kick, and it's really been really effective.
That was a big shot, by the way, while we're talking. Connor Dwyer.
Rib tickler.
On Sam Day.
He pushed through the first tackle.
He'll be feeling that for a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll get tackled, did he? Yeah,
Looking to get the oxygen back in his lungs at some point. It's a breather for all 26 out there, though. And the referee happy for play to continue. It'll be Day to play the ball with Sykes waiting from dummy half. Dewsbury have been excellent today. And here they come again, Anakin. On Finn with the offload. Joining in on this near side is Tomlinson. Martin, the fullback from dummy half to Paul Sykes. Again, they're just straightening up right down the middle of the field. Day with a loose one. Sykes with a pick up on the second or third bounce. Has a little look and then a loose pass, well taken. Well, that was all over the place, the end of that set from Dewsbury. Might as well just have given the ball back to Widnes. So approaching the midway point of the second half. Dewsbury, having led by 4, 12 points to 8 at half-time, have extended that by a further 10 to lead 22 points to 8. And Widnes haven't looked like scoring second half. Smith to Uribe Doro. Kenny Baker grounded on the Dewsbury Rams 40-metre line. Brad O'Neill. Doro once more. What's the referee going to rule here? Play on, yeah. Grady. Matty Smith needs to try and conjure something. Craven joining into the line on this right-hand side. Dewsbury's defence has been excellent until now. Penalty. Another set to defend.
Yeah, Paul Sykes got a good read. just jammed in hard, got a good low tackle, but then he tries to steal the ball, and with the 2 people in the tackle, it's not allowed.
So more pressure for Dewsbury to soak up. O'Neill, Smith, oh, it's a loose one. Has it gone backwards? No, it's a knock on. Oh dear.
Things are going from bad to worse for Widnes. It's been a real poor start, and I don't think Jack Owen going off has helped them, but they've just been so poor this second half. Poor skill, poor timing, poor organisation. They're just really off. The start of the second half worse than the start of the first half. Just look a little bit disjointed. Just need to calm down a little bit. Poor pass there from Matty Smith, who's, you know, should know better. He's an experienced player. He's the player that gets him around the field most.
There's another stoppage. The injury treatment's over on the far side. I think he's going to be all right. So it'll be Dewsbury to get us back underway, leading by 4 tries to 2. 2 tries for Andy Gabriel. Further scores from Joe Martin and Will Oakes. Widnes' 2 tries, Lloyd Roby and Matty Smith today. Oh, and the ball's come free again. It's all a bit messy out there at the moment. So look at how this one came through. Yeah, probably just about made the right call, so on we go. Great intensity up the middle from Dewsbury. That was Anakin again. Like you said, Leon, it's just one up every single time. One pass, one drive.
Yes, real effective for him as well. Here we go again.
Well, don't change it if it ain't broke. Last tackle in the sunshine. So it's going to be another high kick, I'm sure, from Paul Sykes. Of course it is. More problems into that sunshine. Craven's the fullback this time. Good take. Saw it early, called it early. But Dewsbury won't mind this at all. The match being played down there. Oh dear. Another offside. They need to be a little bit careful, a little bit wary. That's a couple of offsides now they're giving away, and Widnes are very keen to get going straight away. Craven smashes it into touch on this near side. 20 minutes or so to go. They just need to find a purple patch, Widnes, but they haven't really looked like doing that so far. Clough with the drive. O'Neill waits and just gives it to Doro up the middle, looking for the offload. I could just sense that wasn't the right option, you know. It was a really difficult thing he was trying to do there, so early in the tackle count.
You can see it comes from frustration of him not playing very well and somebody trying to do things outside of the box to try and make an impact on the game, but it was the wrong decision.
Oh, it's poor decision, poor execution. Early in the tackle count. An offload like that, in traffic above your head. Look at this from Dewsbury. They've had so much more hunger than their opponents this afternoon. That was Walton having his little flourish. And a penalty given away by an increasingly weary Widnes, I think, Leon.
Yeah, they're looking tired, fatigued, frustrated with each other. People are coming up with players that they shouldn't really be coming up with. And Dewsbury are making the most of it. They're just staying simple. One out players. No, I thought they were going to go for 2 points, but I think Paul Sykes is going to put this in touch. Yeah, just continue to stay patient. It's only simple rugby, but it's been so effective for him.
Yeah, the 3 scores ahead anyway, so the penalty won't make it. In terms of the score, it'd only eat the clock up a bit and give everyone a breather. Well, I agree, you might as well just roll on now. If only just to play in the sunshine for a bit, warm up. Sykes. Anakin again. Another score now would probably win it for Dewsbury, you feel. Sykes is the man who could create. Just pops it up for the big fella Garrett to run at the line. Danger from Dewsbury. It's the winger, Will Oakes, who went to first receiver. Anakin now waiting and running the angle. They bypass him and go to Liam Finn. There's a half gap there. He bypasses it, gives it to Sykes. Now the fullback steps in and dances from right to left. Such an elusive runner is Joe Martin. This is the last tackle. I'm sure they'll look for Finn. No, they're going to go for the power play. Well, it's not a bad place to turn it over. There were options. Both kickers had hung back.
Yeah, Reece Butterworth likes to put some kicks in his play. He's got a good little tidy kicking game. Probably should have gone to Paul Sykes there, but like you say, there's no danger there turning the ball over 3 metres out from your opposition's try line.
The scoreboard and the clock both against Widnes, and Dewsbury full value for their 22-8 lead, live on OurLeague from the Rugby Football League. It's been a really disjointed Widnes Vikings performance and an excellent Dewsbury Rams display. I was going to say that looks high, up off the shoulder of Paul Clough, and was. They need to just get a move on here and get on with it, Widnes.
Yeah, it was a bit high from Bailey Liv, but I really like the way he plays. He comes and he's run the ball. He's got some good foot speed, really hard work, and he's really made a really good impact for Dewsbury since he's been on number 26.
Well, they haven't got enough time to turn this into a good performance, Widnes, but they can certainly rescue it in terms of what's happening out there. There's time to rescue this, but it's got to click into gear swiftly. And they probably need to try something a little bit different now. Doro is waiting for the charge on the left-hand side. They're running it through Grady. Just about hangs on to the football. Then it goes, well, I said just about. He ended up not. It looked loose. It looked like he was dropping it. And just far too many errors for Widnes to have any hope of getting anything today.
Yeah, it's just takes so much energy out when you're making so many mistakes. It's been error after error after error, and they just cannot seem to stop the tide at the moment. It's too much. Simon Finnegan must be pulling his head out if he's got any left over there on the sidelines. It's just been too much for Widnes today to be able to have a chance of winning the game. And in all fairness to Dewsbury, they've hardly made an error. They've just been one out, and it's served them well.
Yeah, it's been very simple and very efficient from Lee Greenwood's side. Kept the scoreboard ticking over. Territorially, they've just kept doing the same thing. Drive, complete the set, kick, chase, wait for an error. Ryder plays the ball.
It's a good game, it's a great game, Jason Walton.
Yeah, he thought about the offload, then just thought we don't need to risk anything. Anakin. And again, Dewsbury over halfway with a couple to go. And again, they just run from dummy half and turn the Vikings around, creep up towards the post. Will Finn kick early? No, they're going to play out the whole set. Ryder is grounded. This is the last. Finn hangs over on the near side. He's just going to dab one, looking for his winger. And again, they've turned it over inside the Vikings 10. Playing percentages at the moment, Dewsbury.
Playing great, fantastic rugby. Just keep on getting around the field, Finn. Beautiful little kick into the corner. Now aim up and make no errors, no penalties.
A reminder, Leon, you're on man of the match duty today. I'll be asking you for that in the next 10 minutes or so. Oh, I've thought about the offload. They need to start promoting the ball. Oh, they got a penalty, so that will help. It's still not done till it's done, this, because rugby league can change very, very quickly. A purple patch with repeated scores can see this dramatically change, as Widnes know, to their cost after what happened at Newcastle, when they looked to be home and hosed and they ended up drawing 30 all. Now it's over to them to do something similar today. Aribe Doro. Paul Clough just lumbering into the line, really. Says, I'll do my job and then you do yours. He's done his job well there. He's set them up perfectly right in front of the sticks. Lovely quick hands through Craven. It looked to be a half gap, but it's shut. Dewsbury's sliding defence has been excellent this afternoon. Craven again looked to fits the short ball in to Lawton. O'Brien to Craven again. They're flying out of the line and they force the error. That was a great read. Oh dear, oh dear. Tempers fraying a little bit there. Referees getting in to sort it out straight away. And he will call time off and just check everyone is okay. Let's have a look at this. Matty Smith is down. Well, that was how the ball came free, and then Finn comes away with it. Oh, and it's Doro with a high one.
That's a red card.
Oh dear, oh dear.
That's a red card.
So Rebay Doro.
Next line, please.
It's a red card for me, that one, George.
Well, there's a decision to be made. The touch judges are on, which normally tells you the seriousness of the offence.
Cocked him a beauty right around his chin.
Try and...
It's Liam Finn that's down.
Yeah, Smith is down 2. He's going to be all right. The referee's got a decision to make here. I think he's going to talk. Yes, he is. He's going to talk to his touch judges. He's going to talk to Rob Hicks's doppelganger.
Well, he's got to go. He's got to go.
Well, I think the body language to me thinks this is going to be a card. I think you're right. I think this could be red.
He's not going to do it, you know. Looks at Tom McCann now.
Is it? It's not going to be nothing, is it?
Nothing.
He's getting a stern view of this. Well, we've only seen it once.
Yeah,
it looked
true.
bad. I agree with you. It looked bad. We'll have another look at it on the replay after this. Let's just see what he's going to do. It's a talking to and nothing more.
Not even report.
And not even on report. Let's have another look at this. So your first instinct was red. Let's have another second look at this and see if you feel the same.
Oh, just doesn't look good from that angle, does it?
Well, let's say we have a completely different, we have a mirror opposite angle of what the referees see. So the referee is saying it's come off the shoulder first. He will see that, we won't.
Yeah, true.
Because we're 180 degrees different. From here, we see that bad. Yeah. But you have to give the referee the benefit of the doubt there. He's called it as he's seen it, and he's a lot nearer than we are.
All I know is if I got hit around the head like that and the player got knocked away with it, I won't be happy. Neither would you.
No, I think we'd both be up and sparking a 26-man brawl, wouldn't we?
I'd be asleep up for
I won't tell the story again on OurLeague because I've already done it, about how I clobbered your old mate Sean Long in a charity football match and he punched me. Yeah. It was football, it's not rugby. I took him out with a naughty one. He didn't like it and he laid me out with a proper punch. I'll tell you what, I deserved it. Oh, you're laughing, it was very funny.
What did you try to do that for?
Talk about picking on the wrong man. I'll tell you in a minute. Here comes Dewsbury. Finn was waiting there.
He's been dangerous that dummy half all game as Reece Butterworth and Wolves running.
Yeah, you called him earlier as a danger man. He's proved to be so. It's the last tackle. Can they force a repeat set, perhaps better? Sykes with Finn, lovely inside pass. They're going to get caught in possession. Sykes, can he get the ball away? Just dabbing to himself. Perhaps a few years ago he'd win that chase. Oh, great pickup. And he's off. And he's off on his own, Craven. That's brilliant. Great sweeping play. On time off, there's an injury. What did I do that for? It was actually John Wilkins' testimonial football match. So you're laughing because you know Sean Long a lot better than me, and you're thinking, what on earth are you picking on him for? I thought football's my game, so I'll show you. This is the only time I'll beat Sean Long at anything.
Yep.
Yeah, he's fast, so he was absolutely skinning me, and my ego took a bit of a bruising. So I thought next time he gets the ball, I'm going to take him out.
Yeah.
And I got it quite badly wrong, and it could have been a career ender. I went in 2 foot, he bent his leg. It was awful.
So was he still playing at the time as well?
No, he'd retired. But the reason he reacted angrily, he was flying out the next morning to play in the Dubai Sevens, and he thought I could have just
upset his holiday.
Upset his holiday basically. So his reaction was basically to knock me out with a left-hander.
Did you kiss and make up?
He didn't miss. We had a pint afterwards.
Good.
And yeah, he's fine.
Good.
He's fine.
That's all that matters.
Let's just say I learnt my lesson. Anyway, I've told that story too many times, but I'm conscious you hadn't heard it before. I thought you might like it.
I do like it.
Here goes Clough. I'll show there's photos of it as well. I'll show you later. Someone in the crowd got every single bit of it. Here come Widnes. There's still time if they can score now. It's a loose carry. And it's been turned over. Every time I say there's still time, they cough it up. Well, credit Dewsbury, but I think that was more an error than a good defensive play. Oh, this has just been such a frustrating performance, hasn't it, from Widnes? Being a neutral, I'm kind of willing them to make this a game, but
Dewsbury completely
have been
fantastic.
By far and away the better team here this afternoon.
Simple rugby, basic rugby.
Yeah, they've been so shrewd in how they've played it. They've scored a couple of great tries and then just played percentages and waited for the error, which has come pretty much every time from the Vikings. Approaching the last 10 minutes. Leon will pick his man of the match in 4 or 5 minutes' time. Finn, you think it's probably going to be wearing red and black? Unless there's an unlikely Widnes Vikings match winner. Joe Martin with a try today. It was a gift wrap try. The first score for Dewsbury off the error from Dion Cross. Another high kick. Great take again. He's done well, hasn't he, since he's gone to full-back. Danny Craven gets a penalty for his efforts.
Yeah, he's a great player. Really admire Danny Craven. I think he's got a lot of skill, a lot of talent. And every game I see him play, he's always involved a lot and always of high quality.
A lot of halfbacks come into their own when they go to full-back. I know position. You've played both of those positions. Very dangerous in the line was Leon in either of those positions. Probably less so when out on the wing.
Yeah, I hated being up there.
I know you did, I could tell. Can be a lonely place sometimes, can't it? Here come Widnes. They're not going to give up the ghost here. But they need to score now, you would say. Training as they do 22-8. Paul Clough. They just need to complete a set of 6 because they haven't done that for so long. O'Neill to Matty Smith. Dewsbury have stolen it again, you know. Well, I did say they're just going to complete a set and they're not doing it. Dewsbury defending so well. They're turning the ball over every set. Oh, and there's another one-on-one. Anything you can do, we can do better. Now can the Vikings hit with a sucker punch and give us a grandstand finish? Into the line goes Kenny Baker. You just wonder, though, where is the try going to come from? It's going to come from this man, isn't it? It's Smith into the line and Craven. It's one of those two who's going to conjure something, but he's going to be dragged into touch like a ragdoll on the far side.
He's not called there again.
And there he is, you could see it coming. And the cheers from Dewsbury.
I think that's game for me, George. I think that's game over. Fantastic rush defence. Just put him to the sideline, picked him up, and Danny Craven's only light, so they managed to bundle him over the line. Great teamwork, great defence.
Yeah, they've been fantastic. Defensively, absolutely brilliant today. I mean, we talked about the 4 tries they've scored, the 2 tries from the winger, Andy Gabriel, and I mean, all the tries have come from, that back line, hasn't it? Gabriel helped himself 2, and Martin and Oakes, but really defensively for me is what stood out.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Widnes have had pressure. They've had a lot of it.
The defence have been fantastic, and that's an attitude thing, that's a determination thing from the full team that you need in defence for it to work. He's not one player switching off at any point. They've been fantastic all afternoon.
When I see teams defending like Dewsbury do today, that tells me a lot about their coach, because you're defending for your coach, because you want to see him proud of the effort you're putting in. He's got them going as Lee Greenwood. We'll take Leon's player of the match after this set. Oh, and a little bit of fisticuffs, a few handbags.
Todd Tyra, I think it was. Todd and Chris Anakin, but they've left each other to it now.
Touch judge was on. Decided there was nothing doing. Finn just drills towards touch on the far side. Craven will take it in the ever-decreasing sunshine areas, but it's getting to that point where Widnes are just going to have to go length of the pitch and hope for the best. think the game's probably gone. Well, I think the game had probably gone very early because they've never really looked like having a lead, and they haven't. Dewsbury have led from the very opening exchanges when Paul Sykes opted to put that 2. Now then, down the middle he goes. Big Adam Lawton. Gets up very, very gingerly and then goes back down. Doro. That's another injury concern there for the Vikings. Oh, and another juggle. Now then, possibly. A little bit of room. Can they isolate the winger? Surely now. Oh, he stepped in. I thought maybe he could have gone. They had a 2-on-1 there. Dion Cross stepped in. That looked like a decent opportunity.
Yeah, we're only a skinny sideline though. I think he may have been bundled over.
Yeah,
so.
you're right. It momentarily opened up. Doro down the middle. Still time if Widnes score now, but it has to be now. Desperate yells from Matty Smith, who's hanging back. It's the last tackle. Can they find him? What can he do, Matty Smith? They're going to run it through Craven and then bulldoze over on the far side, and Widnes have got the score. It's Big Steve Tyra, but is it too little too late?
Maybe not, we don't know. Let's see what they've got here now. It's a great bit of rugby league down the left hand side. Just some quick hands. Steve Tyra just gets 1-on-1, shows and goes, gets over in the corner. Well deserved try. Smith goes to the line, ball out the back to Craven. Craven on to Tyra. Tyra with a right hand fend, pushes him off, and it's an easy try in the corner. He's got quality as Steve Tyra. Old Todsey boy.
Well, they're going to need 2 more, and they've only got about 5 minutes or so to do it. It's a 10-point game, so really it just needs to get on with this kick. Doesn't really matter because they're going to have to score 2 tries anyway. We'll ask for your man of the match after this, Leon. 22-12. He's given it a good whack. It looks good, actually. Oh, and he's nailed it from the touchline. Brilliant kick. So, Widnes 14, Dewsbury 22. A reminder, our match clock is a rolling clock, so there will be longer than that 4 minutes shown, because we don't, during these COVID times, have the official match clock. So we do as best we can. So there possibly is time if they can go length for the pitch. Your OurLeague player of the match for this afternoon.
It's a difficult one, really, because I think that all the Dewsbury players have played really well. I've been really impressed with Andy Gabriel. He scored 2 tries and had a really solid performance, caught a lot of balls in the air. I think Joyson Walton's made a great impact, but the man that I'm going to go with is the old-timer Paul Sykes, who's guided this team around the field. Some lovely vision, some great options on last players, and has just been a real standout player for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. There he is, your player of the match, OurLeague player of the match, Paul Sykes. All 39 years of him, the former Great Britain and England international, 134 appearances for London, 100 for Leon's old club Bradford, and still brilliant here today with that wonderful left boot, and he can still do it with the ball in hand as well. Can Widnes rescue something and give us a grandstand finish? If they score from this set, it's game on, and Matty Smith suddenly is injecting something into this line, and the gap's starting to open up in this tired Dewsbury defence. Surely not. Can they steal something? Quick hands on into touch. And just when Widnes were starting to believe, those dreams looked like they've been shattered instantaneously.
The winger was just...
It looked on, though, didn't it?
It was on. I think it was... Is it Hatton on there? That was just too far back. He needs to push up and be off of his shoulder. Good vision down the short side. Takes the ball, goes to Craven. Craven to Tyra. And just a quick ball, but I don't know. We're a bit too in front of him. I think we're a poor pass from Steve Tyra. Bad pass.
It was instinct. He had to get rid straight away. So Dewsbury weather the storm, and it should now be a deserved victory, and 2 wins from 2 at the start of the Betfred Championship for Lee Greenwood's side. And Widnes played 2, drawn 1, lost 1. Not the start to the season.
And out of the Challenge Cup.
And out of the Challenge Cup that Simon Finningham would have hoped for. Yeah, early concerns for the Vikings. Dewsbury, as they've been doing for 78 minutes, will just drive and drive and drive.
It's worked, don't it? It's worked. This is simple rugby.
Rugby league is a very simple game played like this. Paul Sykes will drill one into the ground, and then it bobs up in the sun shadows, which Danny Craven's running into out of the sunlight. Oh, and a handling error. Well, that really sums up the afternoon,
Danny.
because the possession has been coughed up on the Widnes Vikings, 10-15 metre line.
Penalty for chat back chat, should I say? Back chat, and he's got a yellow card, I think, as well.
Oh, he has. So something else has been said. There's a penalty given away for back chat.
Danny Craven.
And Craven's carried on saying something. And you just don't do, well, you don't do that in any sport. I know you do it in football. You just tend to get away with it in football. You don't get away with it in rugby. And he just carried on talking. The referee said, well, off you go then. You can get the showers on early. That was the hooter, was it?
The hooter.
I know.
So, a pretty ugly end for Widnes. A handling error, a sin binning from one of their star players, and Dewsbury heading for a convincing victory on the hooter.
Come on, get with the game. Only got one play left, guys. Come on.
Waiting for Craven to get
All
off the
right,
pitch.
come on, referee. Get on with the game, man.
And then they just drill the ball into touch. And the celebrations. Listen to the celebration from Dewsbury. Really impressive victory for Lee Greenwood's side. 22 points to 14. Widnes have finished with 12 men. And let's be honest, Leon Price, they've been all over the place. And if they had rescued something, which they didn't really threaten, they wouldn't have deserved it.
No, absolutely not. They've been patchy all game. Just not linking up very well. Simple, basic errors, not getting to end of sets. Kicking game, just been a little bit up and down. Sure, Simon Finnegan is a good coach. He'll get this right. He'll put it right. But on the other hand, I think Dewsbury have been fantastic. Well-deserved victory.